This episode of Boys in the Woods is brought to you by Wilbanks Farms in Useville. With butcher beefs available now and Black Angus bred heifers in the fall. Contact Seth or Britt. There's a link in the comments.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, it's Monday morning and I'm making that long trek down south. There's the Missouri River. The mighty Mo, baby. So this is that job south of Otterville. We've already cut the walnut off. So we're gonna get these oaks on the hillside. And holy moly, they were holy. A lot of times when you run into something like this, it's because they've run livestock on it. And hogs, they usually do the most damage. It has something to do with the roots and the dirt. I don't know, I'm not a scientist. That's not very nice. At least Uncle John brought some lunch.
There's some sandwich in there for you. Get the there.
He loves hugs.
Working up your arms.
Where?
Well, see there by your shoulder?
No, my skin just whelps up. Like if I scratch.
Yeah?
Or if something scratches me, it'll whelp up real bad.
What would it do if I hit you in the head with my cane?
Nothing. You'd probably break your cane.
Well, it'd be a good test anyway.
Yeah,
I don't know if I want to go left-handed or switch back over to righty. I think I can get more.
You gonna be able to walk out of here with a broken cane?
I don't have to walk very far. Pickup's right there.
Oh my
I
God.
could crawl that far. Best sandwich you ever had, isn't it?
And better than what I had before you got here.
You're a picky bastard.
So we're gonna head down in the bottom here. Get the rest of the pallet and the good oak trees that we left after we cut the walnut. See it twisted, stupid. See what happens if it don't break off clean and it twists. Do that because you got a deer stand there. So we were getting all these trees out. This is a pretty good little skid for Dusty to get them back out of the bottom.
Oh, dear, man.
Gary's already taken a load of walnut this morning. And now we're gonna show him where our job site's at. So we're gonna lead him in down this old gravel road and back into timber. That's the walnut we cut last week. All right, gang. So I've showed you how that falls off and points that away. Another thing you can use is on your saw, when you cut down, this is like a sight on a gun right here. That's where you gotta go. Same thing if you're laid over like that, there's a line right here, and that's your sight, like a sight on a gun. This little tree's leaning, it's gonna get caught. So I'm gonna weaken it up pretty good so it'll go with the other one. Now I got both ready. Dusty's gonna shove it over. Watch it catch that little tree and they just fall together. Go this way. Gotta aim this way. Hopefully it'll go right there. Look at my bar. This thing was just full of mud. Oh, it's nasty. And once you start going downhill, you just keep going. It ain't no good.
Yeah.
But if you lay it next to that sycamore, I can cut it. The one in the ditch. I might have to cut it up there at that fork, I think. You know what I mean?
Forking, huh?
Mm-hmm. So the sycamore was rotting down at the bottom, but I had a fork spot and I thought maybe it'd saw it up there, and it was right on a ditch, so I wouldn't be able to reach it very good. So I was gonna have Dusty put this hollow log next to it so I'd have something to stand on. he gets it shoved up there, I can cut it there at that crotch. I won't be having to cut over my head. It'd be nice and easy. So I've got it all ready, and now I'm just gonna let it go. Now I want to get plumb off the logs, that way if this falls on it, it don't bounce that end up and mess me up. Better be a scaredy cat than a brave one. You live longer. Looks like we got some weather moving in. As I move over here, you can see the thunderheads building up on the right side. See them over there. And then this is a wall of rain moving. I can see it coming. Oh yeah, we got this thing sitting here. Dusty, come push it on over. SpongeBob SquareButt. I don't know what this rain's gonna do, other than fall from the sky. Ha ha! Boy, I cracked myself up. Cab up, homies, cab up. He thinks he's gonna melt. I'm gonna float away. Dusty, cover his exhaust up so it don't fill up with rainwater. And we'll get the hell out of here for the day.
Yo.
Yeah, I think you'd be all right.
Okay.
So I'll let Gary know that it'd be all right. It shouldn't be too muddy for him, and he can come back in there and get some logs. We're gonna try to finish this job up today. Oh, y'all. It's still a little slick on that hill. It's a hell of a grade. Watch him slide. Weep. We got the last of the trees. Dusty's cleaning up the last of the landing spots. Gary will come back and get the last of the logs, and me and Dusty will load a skidder up and get the heck out of there. Loaded up and going. Now we're headed over in between Greenwood and Pleasant Hill. And this feller was having a bad morning. Bad boys, what you gonna do? Poor feller. Gonna fall pretty similar to that other one, I think. This is a walnut job that me and Uncle John had looked at a few months back. A lot of nice walnut trees here.
Usual, me working, Matt watching.
It's unusual.
Everyday deal.
Oh boy.
He's like a steak worker. He's want to lean on my shovel.
So you dig the dirt around them so you get your saw as low as you can. That's where the money's at. Then what I like to do is just bore them all out. Find where I'd poke through on the other side. Make sure you get everything cut out of it. I mean, sometimes you'll overlap, have mismatched cuts, but I'd rather have a mismatched cut than a piece hanging. Now once you've done that, then you just start cutting the flares off. I get a little fancy, I like to have them trimmed up. I don't like to trim them up at the log yard after they've been drug around. And I'll cut the last one off and let it go. I let Dusty know because he's still digging another tree. And then I'll turn it loose. Yep. He'll be able to drag that down with a skidder. We had a few that fell in the creek. We had to drag those out. Where you going, baby? This one's leaned out over the bean field. Like I've told you, with a straight grain walnut, you don't want to hinge it because if it twists on anything, you're just going to ruin the whole thing. So we'll put the cable up there and Dusty will get out and put tension on it. And it'll keep it from falling out in the beans. We won't necessarily get the directional fall it, but it'll swing it some as it falls. Stay out of the beans. And that's really all you can ask for. Now this one, the same thing, but he can get up to it a little better. It's not leaning as bad, so we're gonna try to push it a little bit at the same time. All right. I'll let it go, and like I said, once you get going downhill, you just keep going. I like to run from them, I guess. I'm a chicken. Cut that piece off that hung on the root. Get you a mighty good looking butt log. Now Friday morning we're gonna take the skid steer over there because it's a tight area, so we'll have Uncle John will be stacking the logs up, Gary will be loading, and we'll still have a place to put the logs.
Yeah, wife was again getting tickled at you, don't worry. Today when you cut them there.
Oh, the flags.
Yeah, you asked it. You recording? Yeah. I said, I know how that is. I said, been down that road.
So these are really nice logs. You'll notice we put them gang nailers on them. When they sit and they dry, they'll split by themselves naturally. Just split right down the middle. We get these gang nailers and we use them as log savers. Now we're looking at our treasure map.
Scattered, but they're 16 through 54. Yeah.
Coming up with our best plan of attack. And then we'll get to cutting them. This for my TikTok friends. Your stumps don't look like that. Where the These were some nice trees, and we still got some real nice ones to go. So Gary got a few loads out. We've got a load stacked up, a load to buck up. Looks like we're gonna have a pretty good week next week once we get past the heat. This was an uprooted tree. We're gonna stand it back up so we can get it a little deeper than we would if it was laying down with the dirt all over it. That's all I got for you guys this week. The walnut was nice. We was glad to get that little job done over by Otterville. Want to give a thanks to our sponsors, C&E, Will Banks Farms, Dog Martin Construction Race Processing. Welcome to everybody that's new to the page. Hope you like the show. We put it on once a week. Thanks to everybody for the likes, the shares, the follows, the comments. Keep it coming. We appreciate it. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.